Got an email from Russ. He says, I'm running a firewall, so I'm safe. But after visiting a link about Windows tweaks, I got a pop-up that showed me the contents of my hard drive with no alarm. Help! How can this happen? I'm scared. I'm scared. This is a really old chestnut. It's been around on the web for a long, long time.
A chestnut, ladies and
It's
gentlemen.
a chestnut. That means an old joke.
Got it.
This is one of the websites that does this. Hackerspider.de. It's a German hacker site. Look, I will click on security check and see what happens, you little man. You foolish little man. I scroll down and, aha, I can see your hard drive. Everything that's in it is on my website. You have been hacked.
Wait a minute.
No.
That could be on anybody's hard drive.
Well, no, it's actually our hard drive.
Oh. So
And if I double-click stuff, I'll actually go into it. This is actually, this is a really good illustration of the difference between the client and the server. And we've heard about client-server computing before.
Okay.
Where you have a server, a web server at one end, and a client we're running the client, which is our internet browser at this end. The contents on this page here, the contents of my hard drive, are displayed by a local program on the client that's been instructed to do so by the server, but the server has no access to this information.
So wait a minute, you're saying I downloaded a web page. Inside the web page is a little bit of code that says, hey, tell this dork what's on his hard drive and freak him out.
And they can't, in fact, on that website see anything. Let me show you. Because I was inspired, written a small little program myself on my web page to do the same thing. And I'll show you how simple this is. I'll show you how it's simple. This is the code right here. And really the key in the code, if you can zoom in on this, is source equals C:\\\. That's it. It's saying draw a window and display the contents of the hard drive in there. The client can see the hard drive because it's a program running on the hard drive. The server cannot see the hard drive. You go to this, and actually, if you want to try it, it's on my website, leoville.com/prager.html, because it's David Prager's segment here, P-R-A-G. There it is. Ooga booga, I can see your hard drive. Look, I fooled you, little man. And there it is. That's our hard drive. It's that easy.
So what's the key?
It's not Java. It's not JavaScript. It's HTML.
Which begs the question, though, what's to keep that from, say, executing a file that actually does erase my hard drive? Or
If I, as a web page, could get a program on your hard drive that would erase your hard drive, I could then probably execute it. Although there are controls on that as well. But yeah, absolutely. So the key is to get the program onto your hard drive that will delete it. I cannot say del star.star. Right. This doesn't work with that. Okay, it is just a file browser, and it's basically because Internet Explorer is Internet Explorer. It's an explorer, right? It allows me to explore my hard drive. So don't be afeared if you see this kind of thing. It is not a hack. It's using pure HTML in a completely safe way.
Now, if somebody sends you a copy of this and forwards it to you in an email or something, then you can...
Well, and the thing I want to underscore is that Microsoft does provide the technologies to delete your hard drive. This thing called ActiveX. Right. And Microsoft has really paid no attention to the security model of ActiveX. The whole thing is based on trust and this certificate that shows up. So an ActiveX control could do anything that any computer program would do. And that ActiveX control is coming from the server. You're downloading it and running it on your computer. And that's why those certificates that show up are very, very important. You've got to pay close attention to that.
And they've already been hacked. Visit thescreensavers.com and get more details on this nifty little trick.
Did we scare you? Ha ha! You have been scared and hacked, you little man. Mike on the phone from Merrill, Wisconsin. Hello, Mike. Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Oh, we're good. How's things in Wisconsin?
Oh, it's cold up here today.
Is it? Spring hasn't sprung?
Well, it sprang early, and now it's back to winter.
You know, this is the warmest winter in 100 years in the United States, on average.
Yes.
And it was
very nice up here.
It was very warm for a long time, but, you know, it all comes around at some point. Is it actually snowing, Mike?
It snowed a little bit today, but we've got very little snow here right now. The snowmobilers are really mad.
Yeah, it's been a weird winter. What can we do for you?
Would like a quick overview of DMA. I've seen it on the properties for my hard drive and for my CD-ROMs and such. It says that it's supposed to make faster access, but I can't really tell any difference.
I've been burned by this because I told people at one point that they should check that. You shouldn't normally enable DMA, although in some systems it can cause the drive not to work. You want to tell them what DMA is?
DMA, lovely little definition here. Direct memory access, a technique for transferring data from main memory to a device like your hard drive or your CDR without passing it directly through the CPU. What's the idea is basically you're skirting it around the bus, the PCI bus, the IDE bus, without wasting computer clock cycles. Great idea. Are you going to notice any difference? I doubt it. Will your applications notice a difference? Possibly.
It can make a big difference. Yeah. The idea, if you think about it, of a computer is a lot of times the processor's doing all the work. So it's saying, okay, give me some data here. It's like a bucket brigade here. And it's looking at everything and it's passing it along. And that's obviously, you don't want that middleman in there. So DMA is saying, look, on a device that's smart enough to just send some data down the bus, just have it send the data. I don't have to look at it. You know, you guys talk together. Don't involve me if I'm the CPU.
Hey, work this out.
Yeah. So you want to use DMA when you can use DMA. Most hard drives, CD-ROM drives use it now. Most devices are capable of, many devices are capable of DMA. And I think, yeah, you want to use it. If your CPU is not spending all that energy looking or handing off the data, it has more time to do the stuff that you want it to do instead of saying, yeah, thank you, here you go. Thank you, here you go.
Honestly, in any computer sold in the last couple of years, it should already be turned on, and you shouldn't even be worried about it.
Let's show you, and I want to give you the...
Here we go. What? That's how you got in trouble the last time.
Should I show them how to do that? I should show them how to do that. Can you send it over to my system over here?
It's very rare that it actually creates problems.
Actually, are we in XP here? Because I can't do it. I think no, that was good. Go to 98. I want to be in 98. In XP, you cannot do this. They kind of do it by default. Here's how you do it in Windows 98, ME, 95. You open the device manager, and you take a look at, the first thing to look at is a CD-ROM. They're very often not enabled on CD-ROM. I'm going to open our CD-ROM, and I'm going to click the settings here. And it is enabled here. There's the checkbox, DMA, turn it on. Now, I have to tell you once again, on some older systems, you enable this, you won't be able to boot.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. You should be able to boot in safe mode and then turn the thing off. Or actually, when you boot in safe mode, it should turn itself off automatically. But on anything in the last couple of years, check the DMA, see if it's enabled.
If you got a P2 or a P3 or better, it shouldn't be a problem.
I'm going to check our hard drives.
But if it does create a problem, like Leo just said, reboot in safe mode, you should be able to uncheck it and have no problem.
And you're right, it's enabled on all our drives on here, so we're fast. Thank you for the call. Good question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Folks, I'll have to get some snowmobile time.
You like to blog? You want to blog?
Do you know what blog is?
You know what blog is? Meet the great, well, you're going to meet the creators of some nifty new web blogging software that Leo loves.
We'll show you what it is.
Rolls on.
Blog your hearts out.
The internet is a great place to compare prices before you buy. Go to pricewatch.com to get a good idea of the going rates for computer hardware, software, and peripherals.
What would you do with the Pontiac Grand Prix?
I'm out, man. Let's go.
I'm out to see the world. San Francisco, here we
go. Are we having fun yet? It doesn't take much to have fun, does it?
It's like riding on a surfboard.
You're going to have to call me Dixie if I wear this.
All right, Dixie.
I can smell the salt water from here. Give us a swell, baby. So what would you do with the Pontiac Grand Prix? Tell us at Pontiac.com.
There's some good surf out there.
Millions of bees convene daily.
I'll never get used to that. Rock. Commercial free, coast to coast. Beyond AM, beyond FM. XM satellite radio.
Cheddar, this historic city of cheese is about to become a cyber city. When I push this button, the Cheddar website will open the markets of the world to us. What's happened?
We've been hacked. A secure infrastructure? IBM can help. The new 255 horsepower Infinity i35 with the most powerful engine in its class. Don't blink. More power, more grace, more I. The new i35 from Infinity.
If you spend more time gaming than you do socializing with real people, then you should A, stop gaming and get a life, or B, take the Super Geek Challenge. If you choose option B, then go to thescreensavers.com and answer 10 easy questions about bionic gamer gear. Fill out the form and you'll be entered for a chance to win a free Screensavers t-shirt or cap. If you choose option A, which was stop gaming and get a life, then please send all your gaming consoles to me. I'm especially looking for an Xbox. Back to you, Leo.
I see a web page. We got Get Megan an iPod, and now it's Get Megan an Xbox. Our next two guests have made my life easier. That's all you have to do to get on this show, really. They created Movable Type, which is really wonderful software I use for my web log. That's what a blog is on my website. Ben and Mina Tron, it's great to have you. How'd you guys meet? How long have you been married?
Been married for 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
How'd you meet?
Together for 7 years.
Oh, long time.
Yeah.
Meet in school?
High school, yeah.
High school. Oh, that's cute. And you guys worked at Excite? Is that right?
He worked at Excite.
You worked at Excite?
And then I worked at another studio, a small design studio.
Design studio.
And then we worked together.
Oh, that's neat. But out of work right now, the .com thing, the economy. Mm-hmm. So is that when you decided that, hey, maybe we can do our own thing?
Yeah, it was about the end of when we stopped working at the design studio. Mm-hmm. We started working on Movable Type right about that same time.
Why is it that you decided to work on a blog program? What was it that prompted you to do that?
Well, I started my blog, Dollar Short, in April of last year. Mm-hmm. And I was using another piece of software, and I just decided that
we won't mention.
I just decided that I wanted some more features. So right. We kind of just specced out what we wanted. Basically.
Write me a program, Ben. It's nice to have a programmer in the family. It's all written in Perl. And now you've contributed to CPAN, which is the Perl archive. Right. Wonderful. One of the best things about Perl is all the people like Ben who donate their time and their programs as modules, which you could then incorporate in your software.
Right. I've written about 10 or 12 modules on CPAN, and a lot of them are encryption related.
Right. That's kind of your specialty?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. Let me actually show you Mina's site, because it's one of the most beautiful sites out there. And, just in design, you can really see that Mina is a great designer. But this is a blog, so it's basically a journal, a daily, sometimes not daily, journal of your life, right?
Right.
And one of the nice things about Movable Type is that the viewers, people who are reading it, can comment on it. This is going to open a little window with comments that people who are reading your blog have written, which is kind of cool. I want to show, you've done, I really like A Day Late, which is the kind of companion site that's calendar-based. And this uses features that are in the latest version of Movable Type 1.4. And I really like this. This is kind of cool. And then you click on an entry and you can see the entry there. So this is what a blog is. And by the way, this is the hottest thing right now on the net, because it empowers people who don't have web design background to be able to put stuff on a website easily, transparently. A lot of people use blogger.com, which is a server-based solution. I used Gray Matter for a long time, which is really a wonderful program I used for a long time. But when I had some problems with Gray Matter. When I went to a Movable Type, I just fell in love with it. Nice thing about a blog is you set up your own templates, so it can look any way you want. Ended up making my blog look completely different from your blog, and boring, uninteresting, because I'm not a designer like you. But it's got the content I want on here. How long have you been working on this software?
We started on it in September. Yeah,
September of last year?
Yeah.
And you released the first version a month later?
Right.
That's amazing. And you're going up to version 2.
Yeah.
Can I show? This is for the first time? Yeah, you mustn't sleep. Really, is that what? Just tell me the truth. So you spend all day and night like talking to users and writing code?
Yeah, basically. It's basically a full-time job for us.
Is it making money for you yet?
We're making some money. It's not enough to basically sustain us. We have to. We're taking on projects from other companies that have jobs related to Movable Type. We're customizing the system, but the donations alone aren't enough to.
And we should say it's free. Anybody can use it for free, and you ask for a donation, but you don't require. Do you require a donation? You don't require. You require just that people put the little bug on there that says powered by Movable Type. This is for people who use it. This is version 2.0, which will be, and this is as simple as it is. You log into your control panel. You press new entry, and you type it in, and you post it. And that's really all it takes. Mm-hmm. You can manage your entries. You can have different templates, so you can make it look any way you want. There's some wonderful, in fact, I recommend people go to movabletype.org, because you highlight sites, and there's some amazing sites. What's that kitchen site, the kitchen implement
The Red
site?
Kitchen?
Right,
yeah.
Kitchen, yeah.
They've just done a wonderful job of, once you get the design right, the content, you just pour it in, and it automatically looks beautiful.
They do a great job of organizing their authors. That it's a community blog, and they really did a good job with it.
That's important. You don't have to be a sole author. Mm-hmm. You can have multiple people, many people. And also Movable Type, one of the things I like about it, I host Paul Block's blog, our executive producers, another friend's blog, and I can, with one copy of Movable Type, have as many blogs as I want on my website, which is another nice feature. I highly recommend it for people who are thinking about blogging. You do have to have a web server that supports CGI and Perl 5.0 or later, right?
Right.
It's fairly easy to install, although it helps to have a little Unix background to be able to do it. It didn't take me too long, or you can get Ben and Mina to do it for you because they'll do it for a fee. But if you've ever thought about having your own website, this is a great way to do it. Movable Type. It's for people who like to have a little bit more control over their servers, over a system like that.
Exactly.
And you guys have done a great job. I wish you success. I know 2.0, you're hoping to make a commercial version of that as well, right?
Right.
MovableType.org if they want to know more. Go ahead, Mina.
Oh, after 2.0 is commercial. This is
After 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After 2.0.
When will 2.0 be out?
Early March.
Great. I thank you so much for being on, and I thank you for doing some great software that I use almost every day. I should use every day. We get a lot of comments, though. I get a lot of traffic on my blog. People really enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's the future, I think, in the way of web publishing is people can put their stuff out there and make it very easy to do. If you want to find out more about doing your own blog, web blog or journal, Movable Type is on the screensavers.com. We got links to their site. You can download it. It's a quick and easy download, and as I said, absolutely free. Stay where you are, folks. Still to come on this very show. Seen any aliens lately? Martin has. He wants to talk about it. Plus, we'll show you hot keyboard shortcuts on your Mac. And still celebrating Black History Month, Martin has the top black inventors of the 20th century when the Screensavers rolls on. Stay here.
Change for $1.
Sure. Introducing the all-new Chevy Avalanche. The only vehicle that changes from an SUV to a pickup.
Thanks.
Chevy Avalanche, Motor Trend's 2002 Truck of the Year. Avalanche, like a rock.
Take all the time you want, folks.
We'll take this one in red.
Beautiful choice, sir.
No, black.
Black. That's actually my favorite color.
Red. Definitely red.
When software lets you quickly give customers what they want, that's one degree of separation. That's business with .NET from Microsoft.
So, Dan, do we have everything we need for this meeting?
It's all right here, sir.
Is your data backup as reliable as it should be?
Don't worry, sir. He told me everything.
Ours is. Bright Store Storage Software from Computer Associates. Every day.
Do you need to learn how to operate a computer? Hi, I'm John Scherer, CEO and founder of Video Professor. You know, our product is quick and it's easy to learn with, and you can try it for free. You know, over the years, millions of people have learned how to operate their computer using our product. We get happy letters every day from people thanking us. But the most rewarding thing for me is having people stop me on the street and telling me how easy it was to learn with our product. If you just want to learn how to run a computer once and for all, save yourself a lot of time and energy, try our product. Let me show you how simple this is. You put this CD in your CD tray. The lesson plays right on your computer. It works just like a VCR. Just follow the step-by-step instruction. I'm so confident this product will work for you, I'm going to send it to you free. The reason I'm going to do this is because I know once you try our product, you'll come back to us for all your computer learning needs.
To get your free computer learning CD, you must call now. Call 1-800-307-6054.
Your 401k. Time was, you never had to think about it. So when you changed jobs, you just assumed it was safe. Not so anymore. Roll over your 401k retirement savings to Morgan Stanley, and a financial advisor will guide you through a unique review process to help ensure that when you need your nest egg, it will still be there.
Welcome back to the Screensavers. I am Leo Laporte. And I'm Patrick Norton. Thank you for joining us. Folks, coming up in this half hour, sexy Mac keyboard shortcuts.
We thought we'd get more viewers if we said that.
You know, crack. Plus, in honor of Black History Month, Martin is the top 5 African-American inventors of the 20th century.
You know, I was just thinking, I was looking back at my blog when I was talking to Ben and Mina. It was almost exactly a year ago today. I started it, February 28th of 2001. So I've been blogging for a year. How boring can that be?
I don't know. We'll have to go back. We need to see the highlights of the blog.
Yeah, there aren't any.
Fed the goats today.
Yeah, actually, there's something like that.
We got goats.
Hey, speaking of excitement, let's check in with the fine folks over at Tech Live to see what's coming up tonight. Michaela Pereira is in Hawaii. So Erica Hill is with us with the latest.
She
Hello,
left
Erica.
us all for the sun. I can't understand it.
Yeah, why would you
I'm floored.
Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't know. By the way, we don't have any goats tonight on Tech Live. Actually, we have some pretty serious topics that we're going to be bringing up in tonight's show. The latest in forensic technology. I know you guys are going to touch on this a little bit as well. But we're going to look at how the use of DNA can actually help solve crimes, particularly what investigators may be using to solve the kidnap and murder of San Diego's Danielle Van Dam. We're going to speak with Marcia Clark, one of the prosecuting attorneys in the O.J. Simpson case, to look at how the evidence is being used in the courts now. Also, the FAA wants to make sure a blast like some of the ones you can see here never happens on an airplane. You can understand why. There's a new material that's designed to protect baggage, and it has the go-ahead. And there you are. I'm talking about baggage, and as soon as you just bring those pictures up, it's just out the door. Yeah, we're also going to look at some very exciting pictures from the Sports Illustrated website, because I probably don't need to tell you two this, but swimsuit edition on newsstands, also online.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you get back to that baggage story?
Yeah.
Exploding swimsuit models tonight on Tech Live.
You know, and Patrick, I was going to ask if you weren't feeling well because you sounded a little stuffy, but now, well, you just take care of that cold on your own.
He's fluffy, not stuffy.
Oh, my.
Thank you so much,
you,
Erica
gentlemen.
Hill. We'll be sure to tune in. First sexy Mac secrets, then swimsuit models. It must be sweeps.
Oh, boy.
That's what's
Continue.